My love, my baby, my sweetheart, can you guess what my mood is today? I am overjoyed, absolutely overflowing with happiness. If you were here right now, I wouldn't be able to stop hugging you, kissing you, dancing with you. That's how happy I am. My heart is so full that I can hardly contain it. I feel incredibly blessed, and it almost feels unreal, like I'm floating. Something beautiful happened last night that I've been dreaming of for a long time. While I was casually talking with my family, your name slipped from my mouth without me realizing it. It came out so naturally, as if you were always a part of my world, and in truth, you are. The moment I said your name, my siblings burst into playful teasing, and my father looked at me with a curious, serious expression. I tried to laugh it off at first, but I could sense something had shifted. Later that night, my father called me aside for a conversation. He looked me in the eye and asked if you were the reason I had been acting so distant, so quiet, and a little lost over the past few days. I couldn't hold back anymore. I told him the truth, that I miss you so deeply, more than words can describe. I told him that I have tried to move on, truly tried, because I didn't want to disrespect my parents or go against their wishes. But even with all that effort, I couldn't erase you from my heart. You are always there, in every thought, in every heartbeat. I explained how hard it's been, loving you so much yet carrying the burden of not being able to be with you openly. I told him that I wasn't trying to rebel or disobey them, but I had been fighting my own emotions for so long, and it was breaking me from the inside. To my amazement, he listened with a calm and open heart. Then he said something that left me stunned. He said they had realized their mistake in judging you without even meeting you. He admitted that they had made assumptions, let fears guide them, and closed themselves off to understanding how deeply I feel for you. But now, seeing how much this separation has affected me, how much I've changed, they want to make things right. They saw me stop talking as much, refusing to go out with friends, barely eating, withdrawing into myself, and they finally understood that I was hurting. Deeply. Quietly. And they don't want to see me like that anymore. So, they said something I never imagined I'd hear: they are ready to meet you. They want to start fresh, to turn a new page without any prejudices or preconceived notions. They promise to approach this with open hearts and without judgment. All they want is for me to be happy, truly happy. They told me that if I love you this much, if I still carry you in my heart this powerfully after all this time, then this must be real, and they no longer want to stand in the way of something so true and beautiful. They said that love like this doesn't come easily, and it certainly doesn't fade easily either. Honestly, I was so overwhelmed by their words that I had to pinch myself. I couldn't believe it was really happening. It felt like a dream, the kind I used to wish for while crying myself to sleep, silently praying that one day they'd understand. And now, finally, they do. I hugged both my mom and dad with all my heart. I couldn't stop smiling, I couldn't stop crying tears of joy. They laughed, probably wondering why I was acting like a little kid again, but I think they understood. They saw my pure happiness, and they were happy too. After everything settled, I closed my eyes and whispered a silent prayer. I thanked God over and over again. I thanked the universe, I thanked destiny, I thanked every force of love that brought us to this moment. My eyes welled up as I felt the love of God wrap around me. I have no words to explain the peace I felt in that moment. It was as if the heavens themselves had heard my cries, my longing, and finally responded. Truly, God is great. The way He works, the timing of His miracles, they're beyond anything we humans can ever fully understand. His plans are always better, always perfectly timed. And this was divine. I feel so incredibly grateful. Thank you, universe, for giving me something so rare and precious. Thank you for giving me hope again, for healing a wound that's been aching for so long. I can't wait for the day when you meet them, when they see with their own eyes what my heart has always known, that you are the one I've been waiting for. My dear, you truly are an idiot like me, lovingly speaking, of course. And maybe that's why we understand each other so well. But you know, it really troubles me when I see you overthinking things to the point that it makes you sad, anxious, or worried. I can sense when your mind starts running in circles, creating scenarios that only leave you feeling empty. Let me ask you something, from one fool in love to another, do you honestly believe that all your worrying will bring the moment of our union any sooner? Will sitting in sorrow somehow rush the hands of time? If it would, I'd sit down right next to you and worry just as hard. But you and I both know that's not how life works, and certainly not how love unfolds. My love, God has already written the story of how we will meet, when it will happen, and how our connection will grow from that moment forward. It's all part of a divine plan, beautifully laid out beyond our understanding. So why allow yourself to drown in doubt? Why spiral into anxiety over something that has already been perfectly arranged for us? Do you not trust God's plan? Do you not believe that His timing is better than ours? My dear, He knows exactly what He's doing. He knows when our hearts will be ready, when the timing will align, and when we'll both be in the right place in life to love each other the way we're meant to. He will bring us together, not a moment earlier or later. Worrying yourself sick won't change anything. In fact, it may only delay our union. When you fill your heart and mind with fear, sadness, or impatience, you're only sending out energy that slows the very things you desire. You know how powerful our thoughts and feelings are. Negative emotions can attract more negativity, and that's the last thing we want when we're on a path as sacred as this. Instead of focusing on what hasn't yet happened, focus on the faith you need to carry. Hold on to the hope and the knowing that everything is coming together, just not on your schedule. I know it's not easy. I know there are days when you see your friends hand in hand with their partners, laughing, building lives together, and it stings a little. It makes you wonder when it will be your turn. It's only human to feel that way. But let me remind you of something, every story is different. Every soul walks its own unique path. Just because someone else seems to have something now doesn't mean you've been forgotten or left behind. In fact, it often means that what you're meant to receive is greater, more powerful, more transformative, so it takes a little more time to prepare. You and I, we are each other's true life partners. When we come into each other's lives, it won't be a fleeting moment. It will be forever. And because it's forever, we need to be ready. We need to become the versions of ourselves that can nurture and protect a love so deep and lasting. That's why life is teaching us, guiding us, shaping us right now. It may feel like a delay, but really, it's divine preparation. What God is doing behind the scenes is for our highest good. Even if we don't understand it today, we will one day. And on that day, the day we finally meet and step into each other's lives, everything before that moment, the doubts, the tears, the waiting, will fade away. It will feel so right, so complete, that we'll look back and thank God for every moment He made us wait. Because it all led us here. It led us to something worth every second of patience. Our life together will be so full of love and peace that we'll forget about all the time we spent wondering when it would happen. As for me, I'm not worried at all. I know, with a calm certainty in my heart, that my partner will arrive at exactly the right moment. Until then, I'm using this time wisely. I'm working on myself, growing, healing, learning, so I can be the best version of me when we finally meet. I want to be someone who deserves you, someone strong enough to love you fully and truly. And whenever I feel low, when the world around me makes me question or feel lonely, I remind myself that I'm waiting for the best. And the best is worth waiting for. My dear, everything is happening just as it should. There are no mistakes in the divine timing of love. So please, breathe. Relax. Enjoy your life. Laugh more, love yourself more, and stop measuring your journey against anyone else's. What is meant for you will come to you, and when it does, it will exceed your wildest dreams. It will surprise you, uplift you, and make your heart feel more full than you've ever imagined. Trust me, baby, everything is unfolding in perfect harmony. This waiting, this space between now and then, is not empty. It is sacred. You are being prepared for something truly beautiful. So let go of the worry. Let go of the sadness. It's all going to be more than okay.